search. Is that right? That is definitely not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. Let's go. Maybe this. I'll use upscaled for now. Wow. That's a lot. That is a lot of information. Okay. Comments and reactions. I'm still setting up. So there's nobody here on TikTok. It's showing up on TikTok, but there's nobody here yet. Okay, there's the chat. Hold on, everybody. Hello, buddy. How are you, Sonic? I'm working on an animation here, and I just want to start from the beginning. I'm trying to get chat to show up in the bottom corner. Where are you? That's overlays. Hold on, everybody. I'm just trying to get faces in here. How are you doing, Sonic? Everything going okay in your world? I'm gonna flip me. 1 second. Can I mirror me? I cannot mirror me. Crap. It won't allow me to mirror myself. That's a shame. Perspective. I can fudge. What is that? That is tail air. Can I tail air me? Hold on. There's too many things to flip around here. Image. Flip? Is there a flip? Come on, there's no flip. There's zoom. Direction flip. Will it flip me? It did not. Come on. Come on. Come on. Show me my video preview. Direction flip. It's not allowing me to flip. There it goes. I flipped it here. Is it? Oh my God, the dog. 1 second. I'm back. There we go. It was too fast for me to go to the bathroom. Where's the video source tail air camera? And I flipped myself, I thought, right? Am I not flipped? Wait, you can see it on the screen. You can see me flipping. There's me flipped. But it doesn't flip up here. What the? Dear God. Oh no, cancel. I almost banned you, Sonic. I've been better, Neil. Work stress. Ooh, I'm sorry, Sonic. I'm glad you're still producing stuff on your channel, though. Hasn't stopped you from doing that. That's good. Sorry that works nuts. I apologize. Are you still at the same location? I mean, you may not be able to answer. You may be gone already, but I can't flip me around. Let me try one more thing. Camera effects. There it goes. There we go. So now I'm looking at the work I'm doing. That would have drove me crazy. Okay, this TikTok chat, Bankrupt Berry Sausage Fest. Yes, I'm showing how the sausage gets made. There you go. So I'm zoomed in. Perfect. Sausage Fest indeed. Let's go. I'm still setting this thing up, dude. This is so hard to get. So this says guest one. So you can see there's a little circle. Hold on. Is that? That's me. Great. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. A big side of my face. Chat. Where's the freaking chat, yo? TikTok chat? No. There's me. What? Where's the freaking comments? Where's comments? That's what I need. Sorry, everybody. This is a nightmare. I probably should set this up beforehand, but I'm going to move this because I can't see what I'm trying to do. I can just click that. Perfect. We're going to make this shape is square. I'm going to stretch this up to fill this space. Great. Perfect. We got you. There's Sonic. Where's Barry? Oh, God. No, no, no. There's Barry. It says, I try. I still have some. Hold on. I try, though. I still have some video to sort through. I'm happy to have been able to post some of it recently. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So, Barry, I'm doing this to get, well, not so much content. Watch the, this is freaking crazy. Okay, so watch what I have to do to get TikTok in here. This is impressive. Ready? Watch this nonsense. AirDroid. I'm opening up another application. This is the only way I know how to do it. Hello, Annette. I'm working to get people. Remind me later. I don't want to update. No, I gotta get my password. Oh my Lord. Hold on, everybody. This is going to be an interesting stream because, yeah, I want to get my password, please. Thank you. Please use my account password. Thank you. AirDroid, AIRDROID. Copy. Paste. Sign in. Please authenticate. Freaking thank God. Okay, great. I'm in. Now, what I got to do is I got to connect to this freaking Pixel 8. Hold on, everybody. It's working. It's doing its magic. This is all to get Annette in here, who's probably already left. All right. Non-root. Screen mirroring. Great. Come on, you can do it. I'm mirroring my screen. I'm trying to mirror my screen. You're killing me. AIR droid. Ah. Great. Perfect. Awesome. Let's go to... there's me, you see? There's me right there. So now what I got to do is I got to pop this bad boy out into its own window. Great. No, I don't want to do that. Jeez. Oh my God. Please stop. There it is. Hide AirDroid. Good God. There, you can see my screen. You can see for 30 seconds. Oh, am I recording this screen? How is that possible? Please stop recording this screen. Oh, close. It's just screen sharing. Okay, I'm going to take this screen mirroring thing. Dude, again, this is insane that I have to do this because they should have tools that do this already. So TikTok chat. So let's see. I'm going to share. Hold on. Where's chat? There it is. Chat, 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 chat. TikTok chat. There it is. I'm going to say TikTok chat. I'm going to say AirDroid. There it is. Awesome. We did it. We made it happen. I have to do this at the start of every stream. This is 10 minutes. For what? For one person, because I don't think anybody on TikTok watches my shit. All right, here we go. Get open, you freaking jerk. Can you even read that? I don't think you can even read that. Oh, you fine. Please stop it. Perfect. That goes there. It looks like I'm commenting on my own post. That's awesome. Great. That's good enough for now. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? There we go. Okay, great. I don't have Restream anymore. I do not know why that's there. Okay, great. So now, hello, Salvatore. You came in at a perfect time. I just got TikTok chat set up and I saw you show up here. So here's what I'm doing. Barry, are you still there? I'm doing this more or less for you, Barry. Barry has one of the most difficult jobs in the world right now. Barry, are you there? Because here's why. Here's why. I want to show you how this works. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to lock that. I don't want to mess with these. Lock it. Lock. I don't want to accidentally screw these things up. Great. So now I can't mess those up. Awesome. Perfect. You're going to see through it. I don't care. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a new animation, but we're going to use this as the template. So this is what a standard animation looks like that I build. And can I do this? How do I do this? Wait a minute. How do I do this? If I do that, if I do that, yeah, wait a minute, time a second. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to turn that off for a second. Watch, you're going to wonder what I'm doing here. Hang on a second. That's screen share. I'm going to blow that up full screen. There you go. So what I did is this. So now I can zoom in on this. See, that's why I do these things. So I get better. So this guy who's animated, just a general animation, he or they usually requires, these are audio tracks in green and the video tracks in blue. So for blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got blinks. I haven't even labeled them because we've added new layers. So the glowing cube, the top one is book. Again, Barry, I don't know. Oh God, Barry, you are there. You are here. I'm here. There's just a lot of lag between your YouTube. No, it's me. I didn't freaking have it at the bottom. God dang it. The chat window on your end does not seem to be scrolling on the post. Sorry, everybody. I've been drinking. Someone's got a case of the Mondays. No, geez, oh man, I'm sorry, Barry. You were there the whole time. So here's the deal. There's, I think, 5 audio tracks, but the video tracks has like book layer, glowing cube, and let's see how big this goes. There you go. And this is only about 2 minutes long, this video clip. Is that right? 1, 2, and then this is the rest. That's 4 minutes. So it's 2 minutes with a lot of video activity and 2 minutes with that it's not. So you'll see that there's, I think, 14 layers. 14 layers of video. The bottom one is the crazy one, right? The bottom one, I just figured this out, and I'm proud of myself because this is how it works. Still nobody joining on TikTok. So who remembers Newgrounds? Like Flash animation was a thing years ago, but Flash got taken out. Apple, Steve Jobs, before he died, was like, I'm going to kill Flash. That was like one of his legacies, is like, it's a memory hog. I got to get rid of it. So he famously was like, Flash is dead. Like he said that in 2002 or 3. Like, he was pretty brutal. He was basically cutting the legs off of Flash. But what I'm building these animations in is actually Flash, Shockwave. It's called Adobe Animate now, but it hasn't been updated at all. What machine are you using to crunch all of this? Are you ready, Barry? I wish I was lying. Barry, I already asked Dark of the Shadow to be here for me since I need to leave. Have a great day. Sonic, you too. I hope things improve. I hope it's not as stressful. I hope you get some time to get some R&R. Enjoy. So, the computer I have right now is a Mac Mini that I got from Costco for $500. It's an M2 Mac that I got from Costco for I think it was $449. So I used to have MacBook Pros. I used to actually have, I didn't have the Mac Pro. I had MacBooks, but I had MacBooks that were higher end. That's what I used to use all the time. But now I use just a Mac Air. I'm not a huge, again, Mac or PC, it doesn't make a difference. It's just computing power is insane right now. But I prefer Mac because Mac has one thing, Keynote. I use Keynote for everything. Keynote does all of my shit. Everything that I need to do can be done in Keynote, except for this. This is DaVinci. It's platform agnostic. But the Mac that I'm doing this on is a just under $500 Mac from Costco. That's it. Like, and I replaced my PowerBook. I haven't called them PowerBooks. I replaced my MacBook Pro. Where in the hell is it? I don't even know where my old laptop is. That's how little I use it. Because I use this for freaking everything. It's amazing. Apple's chip technology is just freaking pings and buzzers above everything else right now, in my opinion. Just the M2, 3, 4, they're all phenomenal. Yeah, they're great machines. Okay, but that's what's doing this. And look how much video this is. And it's like in real time, like when I scroll, you can see it's like, what the hell? No, you can't. That seemed pretty bad. There it is. But scrolling through, and if I hit...
Mother and nobody. You don't even know they're there. But then every 17 years or so,
it's going. And it's processing video. It's doing all of the... It's insane. It's seriously absolutely crazy what it's capable of doing for a $500 machine. Okay. But you see the workarounds that I have to do for this. Because Mac, I was a Mac person very long ago in the 80s. And then it was my first computer. I had an Apple IIc back in the 80s because my parents were bajillionaires apparently. But I had an Apple IIc, and then I went to work at my college computer lab, which was all like Unix systems. Yeah, wild indeed. So I worked on Unix and just PC terminals for a while. But then when I left and I was doing work in animation at the start, like when I was doing like Madeline and all the children's animation that I was working on, that was all being done on Macintosh Quadras and Centris machines. So because Macs had the 68,000 processor, the RISC processor, RISC, that was able to do advanced floating point computation. So it could do a lot of very complex math, which is art, Photoshop, like it's all math. But the Macs were highly capable back in the 90s under Jobs, right? Like under Steve Jobs, the Macs were geared towards creative. So that's how I got into Macs. Like I work on both. I'm platform agnostic. But when I started working, once I was working in PowerPoint for business, when I was doing work with Nike and other corporations, I was working in PowerPoint. And then I got Keynote, and I'm like, holy cow. Keynote's like iMovie. Hey, what's going on, SZSB? SZSB is a person I worked with at Game Crazy back in the day. They're here again. Welcome. I can't remember. Are you still in the States? Or I know you were out of the States for a while. I'm not sure if you're here or not. Go! And look at this. Arc of the Shadows here. Everybody's coming in now. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about computer history. This is not the Computer Chronicles. But the story that got me into Mac was like, I was using them originally because they were for artists and creatives. And then I started using them because the technology for Keynote was better than that for PowerPoint. So as Keynote's been pretty much stagnant, hasn't really added too much, but it's such a powerful program. It's crazy. Just do it indeed. What did I do for Nike? Dude, let's see if I can get my camera over here. Hang on. Oh, wait, can I? I don't want to risk it. Let's see. Can I do it? What did I do for Nike? They're on my wall over here. Let's see if I can get over here. 1 second. I'm going to add a camera. There it is. Hello. Hello, camera. I'm going to trash this camera. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if it can follow me. Follow me? You got me? Good. Is that as far as you can get? Wait, can you get further? I'm getting over. Oh my God, you can follow me a little bit here. Where are we? Oh, it's a screen that's in the way. It's not going to happen. We are, son of a, unreal. Okay, here, hang on a second. I'm just going to pull one of these down. Let's try this one. Oh. All right, sorry. That was a pain. Okay. That Nike gift card, right? Every Nike gift card you saw from the time they started the program in 2009, from 2009 to 2017, every gift card from Nike came from us. Like, we designed every Nike gift card until 2017. Because I worked in the gift card industry. I know. I got a lot of freaking history. But anyways, that's what that's for. We did a bunch of gift card work. What? Cancel? Is Michael Jordan a nice person? No. Michael Jordan is not a nice person. I'm working with his son right now, Jeffrey Jordan. Neil made the slogan. Yes, I did. I made the slogan for Nike. You got me. I did. Hold on. I just did it. That's what I do. I just did it. I have to charge my phone and eat dinner. Holy cow, you are getting ahead of the game, Ark of the Shadow. I want to see this first. Good Lord, this man has done it all. Now, dude, I just do things and they add up because I'm 1,000 years old. I'm like ATOS. Like, I've been around. So I worked in gift cards and I was part of the Retail Gift Card Association. Geez, that's weird. I haven't brought that up in a while. And here's the tie back into games. So my work with the Retail Gift Card Association allowed me to get access to Incom and Blackhawk. Every gift card kiosk you see, like in, what is it now? Is it Barnes and Noble? Yeah, Barnes and Noble or Lowe's or Home Depot. The big gift card like displays, Rite Aid. Any gift card display that you see is run usually from Incom or Blackhawk, two closed loop systems. You don't need to know any of this. It's not going to be on the test. But my work with them back, like I worked with them all the way up through 2019. But my work with them allowed me to get access. So there's $50 billion on unused gift cards. I don't know why I'm explaining this because it still exists. Gift card giveback.com. What? Shut it. What? Gift card giveback. Where? What the heck? Gift card giveback, right? Your composer dependencies require 7.4. What the? Okay, hang on a second. Jeez, oh man. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is madness. That's what this is. Straight up madness. Hold on. I'm going to go into my current. I'm going to go into WHM. Get over here. I got to find gift card giveback. There it is. Gift card giveback. I understand. I'm in cPanel right now. What are we doing? cPanel. Let's go. PHP MyAdmin. Actually, no, it's not PHP MyAdmin. It's hold on. PHP Manager. I'm at 7.2. It requires 7.4. So I'm going to upgrade to 8.2. This is dangerous. I'm going one full version up. I'm going to apply that. Versions 5, 6, 7, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, and 8 are depreciated. They are no longer supporting those. Okay, so success. PHP version 8.2 has been applied. Let's go to gift card giveback. You ass. You're a freaking jerk. WP admin, hang on a second. God dang it. Shut your mouth. Oh my God. Well, that's funny. PHP. For fudge sakes, I'm going to have to upgrade PHP. The archive.org. This is why it takes me forever to do anything. Like, I know how to do a ton of stuff. Gift card giveback.com. Should start it in 2017. Oh, 2013. Let's do 2020. Let's see where we are with gift card give back. Come on. Show me my website that no longer works. Well, that's good. I can take it down now. So here's what I was getting at. There's $50 billion. I'm old as hell and I've done nothing. One time I met Keanu Reeves. That's it. Well, that's pretty big. Really? Now this is timing out? Like the archive.org is timing out? There we go. Okay. Great. This is not what the site looks like at all. But there's 50 billion with a B dollars sitting on unused gift cards. And there's a reason for that. So let's see. Do I have a better version of this? Please show me a good version of this site. You're embarrassing me. I've got my friends here. So gift cards. When you buy a gift card, they know that you're not going to use all the money. There's going to be money that remains on the card. And when I was working in gift cards, it was like, oh, it's just lost money. But of course, there's not lost money because there's only two players, Incom and Blackhawk. What wound up happening is they worked with legislators to say, hey, here's the site. There we go. So gift card give back program, right? This is important. This will be on the test. There's only two players. They started lobbying politicians. And then what they said is like, oh, there's money left on gift cards. We have to maintain those gift cards. So we want to put legislation in that says, if you aren't using your gift card, we will, in order to maintain the card, we will pull money off of your gift card. We'll pull money off of your gift card in order to pay the service fees on it. And we will do that until that card is at zero. So like if you have a gift card that has like, maybe you use a Build-A-Bear workshop card, you get a $20 card, you use $18 of it, there's $2 left. The companies can pull the remaining $2 back over the next few years. And that's called breakage. That is a term called breakage. Again, it's freaking stupid. So here's the deal. They have been doing this. I can scroll down. There should be a stat. I had a chart on here that said there's $50 billion in unused gift cards. Am I missing it? I don't know why I'm missing it. Okay, so here's the deal. Sorry, everybody. This is enough. There's 7 people here watching this. When that breakage occurs, you can take that money back. Well, here's the thing. There's 50 as of 2020, whatever. Hang on a sec. I'm not making this number up. This is an actual number. Hold on. How long to die in the cold? How much money is on unused gift cards? Let's see if we can get an answer. It says 27 billion, with the average individual holding $224. That is, hang on a sec, where is it? $21 billion. This is from a year ago, but that is not the actual number. Today I learned customers lose $3 billion a year in unspent gift cards. It says 27 billion. The number is 50 billion. It was 50 billion. But okay, wait, time out. Okay, this might be right now. Time out. I was actually saying it's wrong, but this might be right. Because here's what's gone on. This is what got me out of the gift card game. Because I was doing gift cards from 2005 to 2019. Then I rolled out this right here, which allowed people to take their unused gift cards. Like if they had a gift card in a drawer that had $2 on it, they could use that card on Twitch to donate to a charity stream. That's what Double Plus, my website, which I'm now hoping is up. Double Plus. Come on. Thank God. It's still up. Okay. Yeah. So what we were doing, oh my God, this is terrible news. Why is this taking forever to load? Okay. Gift card give back. Does that go right to a site? No, it's right here. Okay. So this is what I was trying to get to. Son of a bitch. Yes. Consumer spend more than $130 billion on gift cards per year. On top of that, roughly $1 billion went up spent, which is up 6% from 2017. So this is back when we were starting this. So my thing with Double Plus was, hey, instead of kids asking their parents for, hey, can I get $20 to donate to PewDiePie or Captain Sparkles or, Jacksepticeye's stream, can I borrow your credit card? They would just get a credit, any gift card. Like if their grandparents are like, here, we think you like Build-A-Bear Workshop. You're like, Grandma, I'm 21. I don't do this. I'm 18. I don't go to Build-A-Bear anymore. It doesn't make a difference because they could take that card and convert it into bits on Twitch. So we were taking part of that $50 billion and using it to fund a charity causes. Well, here's the crazy thing. We got pushback from the gift card industry, but I'm in the gift card industry. So the pushback came from some big retailers that are now in the spotlight, right? Who were big in gift cards early on? Target, Starbucks, McDonald's. They make billions of dollars. So with my connections to the Retail Gift Card Association, I said, okay, we'll say that we'll take every gift card except for yours, that you can use every gift card except for Starbucks, Target, McDonald's, because they would rather collect that money in breakage than have you donate it, have you use your card. It would call their bluff. It would basically call them out saying they don't want people to use that money. So hopefully you're tracking. I don't know if this is making sense if I lost everybody. Hi, Nick. Welcome aboard. So here's the thing. Starbucks, Target, like those companies, Walmart, they want that money on those gift cards. And you're like, why? Because they can pull it back. This is so freaking nuts. This is why I'm like, oh, everything's a grift, Barry. This is why I'm saying it. Because here's what's going on. I was doing this thing and McDonald's came back. McDonald's pushed back. Starbucks pushed back. They said, we don't want our gift cards being donated to charity, right? So we're like, great, that's fine. We'll just announce that you can't use those cards. And as soon as we threatened a press release, they're like, oh, no, you can do that. Because they knew it was very small. They want to keep that money on there because their loss prevention departments can write every gift card that's out there that has money on it is a loss for the company that they can keep on the books. So if you're a company like, just say Target does billion, Target was like one of the biggest gift card providers in the early days. So say if Target had $100 million on gift cards, just sitting on gift cards that weren't used, Target Corporation could write that off as a loss, the loss prevention, which is so we don't want that money being taken away because we're using that to defer taxes. And all companies were doing it, everyone. That's why there's $50 billion. Well, guess what? When COVID hit and all of these institutions shut down, like all of these organizations shut down, like restaurants and places where you could use gift cards, Incom and Blackhawk, like there's no money, right? Like the company doesn't exist anymore, but they were spent. And we're like, well, how do they refund the money? That's why it went from 50 billion to 27 billion. They essentially just made 50 or $25 billion disappear because those companies don't exist anymore. So where does that 25 billion from those gift cards go? It's like it's been somewhere. The company went bankrupt, whatever. Like it's hard to explain, but the reality is that gift cards and charity, like everything I was doing for the goodwill of people, seemed to just hurt somebody else. Like it's like an Excel table that runs the world. I'm like, I'll just delete column X and then the whole thing falls apart. That's exactly what was going on with everything I touched in charity, everything I touched in gift cards. It seems like a pattern that's going on. So I got out of it. Here's the epilogue to this. I got this whole thing done where kids didn't have to ask for credit cards, didn't have to use gambling mechanics. They were getting gift cards from their grandparents who didn't care enough to take investment into their grandkids. They were getting gift cards. This gave them an out. And then was it Tiltify? I can't even remember. That's how little it means to me right now. Who was Twitch's main donor group? I think it was Tiltify. Good Lord, I can't even remember. They pushed back saying, no, we have a contract with Twitch that says we're the only payment provider that can be on the platform. So we created a plugin that people could donate gift cards, fought the companies to get that money off of those gift cards, and then eventually it got nixed because Tiltify wanted to be the only payment processor on Twitch. I'm like, I'm fighting to get people's money to do good. And I'm like, screw it. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. Turn your unredeemed gift cards into charitable donations on Twitch. Everything's terrible. We worked with a bunch of people, but I don't do this anymore because I make alien videos. Not that alien video. That's a creepy alien video. Wait, where's my other screen share? Put it back on. Good Lord. Oh, wait. It is back on. Okay, great. I forgot I'm sharing the same screen. Anyways, you get the idea. Sorry, everybody. That was a long road to get a very short distance. That's why I'm doing these now. I'm back to making animations where, like, the difference maker. Okay, so here we go. Let's go. And here's the other reason I'm doing this today, Barry. I just got a notification from TikTok that said, congratulations, you now, like, your live streaming key access has been extended. So I'm like, oh shoot, I did it. I can keep my streaming key, so now I can stream from all these platforms. Anyways, who cares? That's what I'm doing. But here's the deal. Let's go into. I want to show you the meat and potatoes of this. I cannot believe this. Look at this. Composer detect issues. Well, maybe it'll be fixed now. I got to go in there and get rid of the PHP any file or something like that. There's something I have to do that I forget. Let's get out of here. Cancel. Please just get me, for fudge sakes. Why can't I figure out how to close it? I've been drive. Perfect. Starred. Hello, beautiful. All right. Butch and Larry. We're going to start a new one. So we got Butch and Larry. We got the audio here. It's classic. Oh, shoot. For some reason, system audio isn't going through there. Is that right? Hey, Barry, could you hear that when I was playing that? It usually gives me a level. This is so good. This is done with 11 Labs. This voiceover. The other one's my voice. The alien is my voice, but this one is done through 11 Labs. Let's go. Let's download this. Actually, let's just download the whole folder. Download. Downloading the folder. And I'm going to show you how we make these. Maybe very faintly. I'll have to figure out why that's not showing my sound levels properly. Hold on. Ecamm. Give me Ecamm. Thank you. And there's audio. Oh, I got to talk to you about audio. Sorry, Barry. Okay. Hello, user and Caitlin, everybody who's joining over on TikTok. Quick question for you. Do you use any Adobe products? Because that's going to solve a big issue for you. Because I am not good with light and sound. I'm bad with both. A filmmaker, animator, bad with both. So I wound up getting this, finding it's right here. Where is it? There it is, Audio Enhance. So if you have Adobe products, any of them, any Adobe product, if you do have Adobe products, you have access to this. I'm going to put this right in the text. Here we go. Copy. Where are you, Barry? Let me get a black background so you can do this. There you go. There's this. Let's get you some text. Using Photoshop and some other apps in Creative Suite. Awesome. So see this right here? Watch this. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to share it with you in, I'm going to share it with you in Discord. Oh, for boom. Just sign in with your Adobe account info and you are golden, because it'll take an audio file. Here's a perfect example. Let's see if I can get this. Let's go back to DaVinci. We're going to export. There's a piece in here that's not proper. It's like, as Neil deGrasse Tyson said, it's not proper. It's not a proper recording. Let's go to is it desktop? Where is it? New mouth. Hold on. MP3. I need MP3s, please. Pan's Labyrinth. This is from yesterday. Cicadas under. Okay, hold on. Potts audio edit. 1 second. It's not that. Hang on a sec. It was yesterday. Michael Bay-itis is what it is. Hang on a sec. Let's go Michael Bay-itis. Michael Bay-itis. Yeah, so here's the deal. I'm going to do it right here. I'm just going to show you. So I take my Michael Bay-itis audio. So it's Michael Bay-itis. Let's go to good Lord. There it is. Whoop. I didn't dump it in there. So I'm going to dump this into here. So I just dragged a recording I made straight into a microphone or whatever. You put it in here. Then once you put it in here, it's going to take just a couple seconds because it's not very long. This is only 1.3 megabytes. You can listen. I wish. Oh, there it is. Perfect. I can see the window now. So let's do Chrome, Google Chrome. Oh, can't capture system audio. What are you, nuts? I'm going to say all system audio.
Oh, what a fucking sod.
Good. That's perfect.
You really should be.
Okay. So the difference between these two. So this is the original. I think you should be able to hear this. Let's make sure. The original is this. We call this epigenetic evolutionary U-term fascism, and you're just a few kilometers away from hitting the parking brake and making a fast and furious 188. That's how I can't talk anymore. I'm drunk. I can't read a single sentence anymore. I had to blow this script up to like 28 point and separate it line by line because I could not do it. But you can hear it. There's noise in the background. I don't know how cleanly. Hello. Wait, Serenade? Wait, Sarandi? Syriand? I don't even know how to pronounce words. So you can hear there's a hiss in the background and it's a little tinny, a little hollow. You're just a few kilometers away from I'm still working on kilometers 50 seconds into this video. Okay, so 50 seconds. This is what it sounds like. Hitting the parking brake and making a fast and a furious 180-degree drift back into oncoming traffic. Okay. So if I go back to 50 seconds and I do the enhanced, I can take down the background noise. The background noise is at 10%, and I enhance the speech up to 90%. That's the default. Ready?
Brake and hitting the parking brake and making a fast and a furious 180-degree drift back into oncoming traffic, killing yourself and everyone else on the road in a grand 10 million person auto wreck that would...
You can hear the difference. It's hopefully you can hear the difference. I can totally hear it here, but hopefully you can hear it on your end. It is just dumping your audio file into that clears it up so much. I'm going to download that and put it in place. But it's bonkers how clean it gets just on a single pass. And I think it's, again, you can do this in Audacity and a bunch of other programs, but I was just like messing around with layer. I don't know what's going on. GarageBand, same thing. Yeah, 100%. It's warmer, more present. Like the tones are kind of like contained. So you don't have like this high hissing and you don't have this low kind of, what is it, gravelly, staticky. It really just compresses the wavelengths into like, I think it's like 1250 to 60,000 decibels. I can't, I'm making these numbers up, but all I know is that it's the simplest tool I have found, and it's on V2 right now. They're due for V3, but I did a short on YouTube running an old Kennedy speech through V1. And then when they upgraded to V2, I did the same thing for V2, and the difference in V2 is astronomical. So it just really, it's cleaning up old audio from the 40s, 50s, 60s with very little difficulty. So your voice, it's just going to make sound great. And especially Barry, because once you get all your stuff recorded, you can pass it through there and just use that as your master audio file. All right. Hang on a sec. Let's go to DaVinci. Great. Okay, so we have this right here. Here's the whole thing. Very cool indeed. Yeah, and again, if you have an Adobe account, it's free. So 100% use that. So I'm going to say new. Let's do this. Let's go. Hang on a sec. Holy moly, where are you? Video folder. You can't even see what I'm doing here. I got a video folder. I have a workflow that creates a new video folder for every new video I make. And I'm going to use a horizontal. Okay, so I can make a horizontal or vertical template. I'm going to always start it in the 16:9. It's going to ask me to name it. I'm going to call this, hold on. I'm going to call this, get out of here, Butch and Larry. Butch, Larry, Tom. Okay. Now, whoop, it's creating the file. Great. As you can see, everything's broken. Awesome. Let's go into my downloads folder. This is how the sausage is made. Perfect. Butch and Larry. Here we go. So now we've got the new audio file right there. This is take one. I know there's a new take on it. Hold on.
He's coming this way.
Try not to look at him directly in the eye. He ain't socialized.
Why is he still wearing that hat?
I think it reminds him of a time where he belonged.
Okay. So this is so good. This is so good. I really like this. So let's get to, let's open this bad boy up. So that's not Bill. There's Bill. Well, sorry, this is Butch. This is Butch. So we've got Butch, and he's got a different head. It's the side head. He's got, okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get back here. Right there, perfect. So I'm going to zoom in on the layers. Come on. He's got his grin. He's got MLSE, and you're like, what the hell is this? What is going on here, right? I will show you what this is. These are different shapes, but let's get back out of here. His different mouth is, get rid of grin, M. Hold on. L S E A W O, and then just a neutral one. Perfect. And then an F. He's got to have an F. Nice. I like that one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export all of... Oh my God, where'd his head go? Where's your head, son? We've lost his head by accident. New group. I don't want that. Where's your head, son? There it is. Okay. So that's F, neutral. Okay, so it's the whole head is animated. All right, so I'm going to get rid of the body. Get rid of this. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Screw that. Here's what I'm going to... Hold on. I'm working on my process right now. So it's angry eyes. Get rid of new group. Get rid of new group. Hold on. Get rid of that. There. So it's just his head. And I can get rid of the background too. All right. So now I'm going to say export. Hang on a sec. Fudge. Hold on. Export layers. Export layers to files. We're going to call Butch New Mouth Shapes V2. And we're going to make them PNG files. So we are exporting layers from Photoshop. And we're going to just make them perfect. So we're going to make mouth shapes. We're going to export them. We're going to keep transparency. And we're going to run it. So now it's running through all of those layers. Okay, delete's not currently available. That's nice. Did I just... Hold on. Please. Downloads. Did it... Downloads. Please show me the freaking thing. Butch and Larry. Oh my God. Hold on. Export layers. Yeah, I thought I did exactly that. Export layers to files. Browse. We're going to call it, come on, desktop. We're going to say, put it in the video folder we just created, video folder. We're going to create images, screen caps, perfect. Open. It's going to save it to there. They're going to be saved as PNGs with transparencies. We're not going to trim the layers. I do not want them trimmed. Run it. This is frustrating. This is quite frustrating. Oh my God. I'm okay. Why is it not exporting the layers? Here, there's an export layers function. I just don't know why it's not doing it. Not neutral. Neutral. That's front. That's the front. Here's what I'm getting at. Let's do this. That's drinking. Export. I can't believe I have to do it this way. I wonder if I have to turn all of these on first. 1 second. There we go. All of those, except for drink. Okay. Say. Okay. Yeah. Export. Layers to files. Oh God. Put it in there. Open. Visible layers only. PNG 24. Do not trim layers. Jeez, oh man. Please specify the format and location for saving each layer as a file. Okay. Visible layers, 24. I don't need the ICC profile. Let's see if that works. It deletes it all. This is crazy. You see what it's doing? It's deleting all of my freaking work. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It's not deleting all my work. All right. This is where it gets cool. Watch this nonsense. It should be loading up that folder full of assets. I'm hoping. There it is. Great. So now it's going through and it's loading up. All of these are new images being created by Photoshop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you see that we've got the animation 1, 2, right? So these are each individual mouth movement. And then we take this and we go into, oh, fudge. We're going to open up Adobe Animate. And I'm not even worried about this anymore. Delete. Let's say delete layers. Delete layers. Insert layer. Delete layer. Okay, so I'm starting with a brand new slate. I'm going to add a insert layer, and I've got 3 layers. Insert layer. So one layer is going to be the background. So I'm going to import the background from, Jesus. I did not want that. Hilarious. Oh my God. Fit to screen, you jerk. Show all. There it is. Okay. So let's go to, nope. Desktop. For fudge sakes. That's why I have to get a process here. Butch and Larry. We have to have a background, right? I thought I would have a background. Do I not have a background? I don't even know if this is going to work. I'm going to test it. Forget it. If it's not there, it's not there. So let's take the audio file, drag that in here. This is a very broken program, by the way, because it's Shockwave. Cancel. This is such an old program. It's Shockwave. It's Flash. It's what Newgrounds was built in, and that is called Tom and Take One. So I'm going to go here. This will be my audio file. I'm going to go into the track at the bottom. Again, everything aside. Let's just say we're starting from. I just opened up Adobe Animate, brand new. I just opened it up. I'm going to go here and go to created 3 new layers. First layer is going to be audio. So I'm going to say insert that here. So now I've got the audio level right there, and you can see it. It's doing the little wavelengths. So I just added the audio. The next one I would normally put in the background. That's this one right here. 24. Layer 24 I would put in the background. We have no background right now. There's no background. So I'm going to ignore that. But then 26 is where I'm going to put the mouth. So watch this nonsense. Finder. This is Butch Grin. I'm going to take Butch Grin. We're going to drag it in here. There's Butch Grin. I think you can see it. It's over on the side. I'm going to align it. Front and center. That's not front and center. Okay. We'll just say center. I wish that would be. Let's put it on the bottom. No, that's even worse. Okay. We're going to do it that way. Center and that. Okay, great. Oh my God. I've been drinking. Get out of here. Perfect. I have to add it on its own layer. I'm a dope. Butch, it's called Butch. the heck is the name of the freaking... Oh, my God. Please help me. Butch New, right? Did I not put that in there? Okay. Butch New. Drop it in there. We did it. Okay. We are going to align it just like we said. Bottom, center. Great. Awesome. Done and done. Then what we're going to do is we're going to convert that. This is the weird part. This doesn't make any sense to me. We're going to convert that to a symbol. We're going to call this a Butch head. We're going to say perfect. Okay, so now we have his head in there. Great. So where's Butch head? Butch head. There it is. Let's go fit, show in frame. Nope. Show all. There it is. Okay, so that's him grinning. Now what we have to do is we have to add a keyframe. Trust me, this becomes second nature after a day of doing this. I had zero working knowledge of this until the weekend. So insert frame. Nope, no, I just did that wrong. Insert keyframe. Perfect. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're going to get out to here. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. You seeing this? Yes, you here. Click. Zoom it back out a little bit so you can see insert frame. Insert keyframe. Okay, great. Insert. Oh, yeah, come on. Oh, God. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Okay, so we have 11. So now we've got to go back to number 2. See his little smiley face? We're going to add 2. There we go. And then we're going to go. Oh, my God, please. 2. Now we're going to 3. We're going to add 3. Boom. There's 3. Now we're going to go 4. We're going to add 4. Oh, wait. Just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm just dragging these in. I'm just dragging the number of the file in there. So there's 4. Cell shaded. Like this is just... I used to call these like Flash style, like seriously, that's what it is. It's 2-dimensional. So it's, and Flash was built off of like the old Super Friends, what I would call Super Friends animation. It's very basic, like early Johnny Quest. It's rough. It's extremely basic. I would call it basic. It's not even like I did a popsicle stick animation before, and that actually has a name. This one is just the style for this. I wouldn't call it cell shaded because it's not. Cell shaded is more of a 3D technique. Okay, there's that. And then hang on a sec. 10. This is where, wait till you see this come into action. This is so flippin' cool when it works. And then neutral. Okay, we got all the faces. Awesome. All the faces are in there now. We just have to do one more thing. We have to go arrange, send back. Hold on. Arrange, send to back. There it is. I just have to get rid of the one in the back. I usually don't do this, but I'm showing you how I started with this. Send to back. No, dude, no. Trust me. Hang on a sec. Hang on a second. Listen, it's this. I'm just feeding the machine the sausage parts, like just all of the meats together. Just hang on a second. You'll see. Like, hold on. Just give me another minute. Once I do this, you'll see how crazy this is. Hello, Gabagool. Hello, Summer Can Wait. Hello, Mr. Black. Everybody who's coming in here. I'm so sorry I missed all of you. Send it back. I just got to go here. Hang on a sec. Good Lord. Arrange. Oh my God. Just hold on. This will make a difference. Arrange. Good Lord. Send it back. Thank you. Good Lord. Everything should be smiling here. Arrange. Send it back. God dang it. Arrange. Send it back. Yeah. Once I did this, once I got to the process of this, it became much easier. All right. Arrange. Send it back. Oh, you jerk. Arrange. Send it back. I wonder if I can just do this. Hang on a sec. Nope. See, that's what I'm afraid of. Arrange. This program is freaking archaic, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not a standard process, but it's going to make things a lot easier because you can do this in Premiere, but I don't even want to do that. Hang on a sec. Arrange. Send it back. Hold on. Arrange. Hang on a sec. Oh, hold on. Arrange. Send it back. Hold on. We're almost there. Arrange. Send it back. Arrange. Send it back. And I think one more is the last one. Jerk. Oh, arrange. Send it back. They all should be smiling, right? That one's gone. So one, all smile, 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 smile. Great. They're all smiling. Awesome. That's what I wanted. Delete. Delete. My God. Yeah. I wish it showed you layers here. It would make this a lot easier. But again, they're not going to ever update this, so just forget it. All right. So let's go off. Click. Off. Just trust me. This is why I'm working on a process for this. All right. So now we've got all the animation. Okay. We've got all of the faces in here. Hold on. Woo! All the faces are in here. Okay. Whoa. Okay. And then you can make them talk, right? No, that's not what you do. That's what I was doing in DaVinci. I was actually going through and adding the voices this way. That was what I was doing originally, right? Don't have to do that anymore because this allows me the workaround. So watch this, right? I just did that. Let's go back, Butch head. Let's go fit in window. Perfect. So let's see what we got.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's coming this way.
Look, isn't
Try
that
not-
perfect? Isn't that great? Isn't this awesome? Look how good these are. Look how real his mouth movements are.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's coming this way.
Try.
It's just going through every one of those frames and shoving it in there, right? Here's the magic, right? So, and again, it was hard for me to wrap my head around initially, but once I did, it's crazy. So you can see his mouth is not even moving close.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's coming this way.
Try not to look at him directly in the eye.
See that? Nothing's moving right. Okay, so that's terrible. But I'm going to select that layer. Hold on. This is where it gets freaking awesome. I'm going to go click on layer 26. That's this. Object. There's a button over here called lip syncing. It's on the sidebar right there. And when I click that, it's going to chew through this entire timeline based on the wavelengths. So I'm going to click. I just clicked right now. Never mind. I got to do one more step. It's even cooler because I'm glad it made me do this. Okay. You see this freaking word? I'm an animator. Set up Vicem. Dude, just hear me out. These are all the faces that I just put in there. Every one of these is the faces I just put in there. Right? Yeah, Viceme. I have no idea what the freak of Viceme is. So, I get to select, click on neutral, and then I get to select the neutral face. There's the neutral face. And then it's ah. What's the ah face? is the ah face. That's not ah. What the hell is ah? The hell does ah look like? Ah is, oh, it's in the middle. Ah is, let's see. I think that's ah, and then D is, hold on. Hey, Arc. So I'm basically just creating a list of, hold on. Fudge. I'm creating all of the mouth shapes. So hang on a sec. Let's go. Woo would be a tighter mouth. Hang on a sec. Is that woo? Let's take a look at the images. I'm going to take a look at each of these images so I can see. Because these are set by, you got to have the plosive P sound. You're 100% correct. Okay, so we got one. That's not what I want. Fudge. We want, I bought something really cool on Xbox 4 days ago. What did you get on Xbox? I'll be the judge of that. Antstream Arcade. That does sound cool. What is it? What the heck is Antstream Arcade? Antstream Arcade. I don't know if I've heard that. What is Antstream Arcade? Hold on. I'm just going to get in here and find out. So, Grin. F. A. Ooh, okay. So 3 is 4 is L. Whoa is 5. Okay, hang on a sec, boys and girls. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's worth it. Okay. So, D looks like what? D. D is your mouth is wide. What is that? That's E. What the schmucks? Hold on. S. Okay, so it's this third from the end. Okay. Here we go. So D is going to be, whoop. E is going to be this. Sorry. E is going to be that. F, it's hard to see because it's so freaking small on your screen. It's even smaller on my screen. We're going to click on F. F is 2. And then this is L. L is 4. And M should be easy to find. O, right in the middle. O is the big open mouth. O. R is R. I usually do R as like the That's 3. Okay. And then S is a grin. S is effectively a grin. And then we have I'll do 3 again. And then woo is 5. Okay. So what we just did is we imported all of the face with the mouth movements, right? We just took a head, animated just the mouth in Photoshop, cut those layers out, pasted them in here. It's a process, I know. Pasted them in here. Then we, the dumbest thing, made a symbol, and then we added the Vicemes. I don't care about any of the names. I'm not using these. It's freaking Shockwave. So then I'm going to say everything that I did here. Oh, I could have just zoomed in like that. So you have woo, S. There's R. See how low res that is? It's so hard to see what they are. But A, D, E, F is right. Yep, F. Very low res because it's, again, it's full 16:9 aspect ratio. Usually it's much bigger than that. But then I'm going to sync it to the layer of audio. Get ready. So I'm just going to say save. Here we go. Done. So when I click done, it's going to chew through this entire lip sync. Why do I recognize the face? Now it's kind of it's a style I call, this is more like heavy metal. That's what I was going for on this thing. Okay. Now that we're done, By the way, it's done. It's done the entire video already. So hang on a sec. Ark, I'm not ignoring you. It's retro games, loads of them. 1,400 games in there. They add more every so often. 1,400 retro games is 2 PS1 games, 40 winks and Hogs of War, Water Recognition to Face. Neil, showing us how to make Bored Apes NFT. Yes, and you can have one yourself. So here's the deal. I just redid it, right? So when I hit, here it goes.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's coming this way.
Try not to look at him directly in the eye. He ain't socialized.
Why is he still wearing that hat?
I think it reminds him of a time where he belonged, like when he was part of a cause.
Do you think he's still wearing the dapper?
Oh, Lord, I forgot about that.
So it's two people talking. I'm going to just, like the whole thing's animated now. Like I have both characters animated in this person's, like, since I have the audio, I can just run it through. And then I'm going to put these on different tracks. The head for Butch and the head for Tom. Who is chiming in? Wait. Shana just joined. Welcome aboard. So I'm animating a old white man's head. Who doesn't love that? Yeah, Holy Goats is right.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's coming this way.
Try not to look at him directly in the eye.
So that took in, keep in mind, that took in, how long? 200 seconds. That's like over 3 minutes of, is that right? Yeah. Over 3 minutes of audio. So this is I'm working on, since you don't follow me on other channels, you don't see, but I made an animation. I've been making animations for a whole series. Got a whole series going on. So now that I've got that head, right? I've got that head. I can put in a background here and just drop that head in as a, oh, let me export it. Sorry. This is what's so funny about it. I'm going to export this whole file, export as a video, as media, entire movie, or ignore stage color, generate alpha channel, perfect. Let's see, create custom path. We're not going to call this new mouth. We're going to call this Butch. Hold up. Butch front. Because that's not what I wanted to do. I just did that one just to show you how it works. Because the one I want to do is the side. You said 300 seconds. I think it's 200 seconds. I think it was 200 seconds. Yeah. Did I say 300 seconds? I thought it was 200 seconds, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was 200 seconds, but 200 seconds should be like 120 is 2 minutes, and then 280 is 3 minutes. So it's like 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I didn't know there was going to be math on this test. All right, so here's the deal. Let's see. I'm going to look up, what is this? Antstream Arcade. Okay, so it's opening up media encoder. While it's doing the media encoding, because it has to go from Flash. Let's go. Antstream Arcade. Play over 1,300 classics. What the heck? Antstream Arcade is the largest fully licensed library of 1,300 retro games. How are they getting away with this? How is this possible? Is there a physical game? There is. Oh no, you have to buy it in the store. Okay. Additions and pricing. Is there a physical one? Okay, it's done. It's created the thing. Free to try. $3.99 a month. Oh, you can't. You have to pay $100 for a lifetime, and it's all digital. Free trial. That's interesting. I wish there was a physical one. I could just rip the ROMs off that thing. That's very interesting. I have to take a look at that. It says 3 minutes, 33 seconds. I bought it. Xbox $8.99 down from £35. Jeepers. That's a big price savings. Okay. So let's see how long this is. Let's go. We just got to go back into DaVinci. We have the audio track that's in there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go to the file that it created. Where is the file that it created? Let's go desktop. Here we go. Let's drag that into DaVinci. Butch front. Oh, 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 oh. That stinks. There we go. I don't like that it brings in an audio file. It shouldn't bring in an audio file with it because I don't need it. So let's see how that works.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Perfect. So now that I got that voice, watch this silliness. I'm going to go back over to Hello Beautiful, Larry Mouse Shapes. Hang on a sec. Hello Beautiful. Let's go to backgrounds. They are in the Butch and Larry. Hold on. Oh, maybe this one. Right there. Let's download this one. You got to be kidding me. I don't want to comment on the thing. I just want to download the thing. Download. You guys are seeing stuff that has not even seen the light of day yet. I always show this stuff off on my streams because that's like a Patreon kind of deal. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. This looks more like heavy metal to me, like early heavy metal 70s type art. That's the Patriots bar. Can you see all this? Here. This is Patriots. That's one I just downloaded. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back to DaVinci Resolve. We'll move this up around, and we're going to put that background in I just took down. Butch and Larry, PNG. That's, you're so silly. You're so silly. And I'm just going to put it on a body. Butch and Larry, put it on a body. Let's go. Oh my God, wrong thing. Got that open. Yep, there's Butch and Larry. Cancel. Let's go. It's the Puke Boys. It's not the Puke Boys. Butch and Larry. That's, I downloaded the wrong thing. I wanted to download the background, which is not that. Jeez. It is called Coffee Shop Background. Thank you. Download. Here we go. Done. Coffee Shop Background downloaded. Great. DaVinci Resolve. Drag this in there. Perfect. Uh-oh. And then let's go up 3D keyer. Throw that in there. Oh my God. Driving me bonkers. Layer 24. Come on. Go back to the beginning. Beginning. And we're going to say coffee shop background. Perfect. And we're going to make that object 1900. Oh, sorry, 1920. 1080. And so we'll have his head going. Hold on. Then I got to go to the end of this freaking file. This is why Flash is so bananas to me. Got to go to the end of this file right there and say insert frames. There you go. That should insert all of them. Did it not insert all of those frames? Are you out of your mind? Why did it not insert those frames? Oh my God. That's 7 seconds. Oh, I see why. Because there's nothing there. There's two. I made a mistake when I did this initially. Let's get rid of that. Let's delete. I'm not even going to mess around with insert layer. Perfect. Put that on the bottom. Okay. And let's go library. That is called coffee shop background. Boom. And then we're going to change the properties again to 1920 by 1080. Great. That's not where it's supposed to be. That's funny. Why is that? Yep. again, that's why I'm trying to make this a process, because it's not super intuitive, because it's old as F. This program is not maintained by Adobe anymore. So now I got to go to the end of the project. There it is. Okay. Let's go. I think it's done. I think that's it, right? Yeah. I just got to move it. God, oh my God, you're killing me. Here, where's the background go? Object. So easy. 0. Oh my God. Object 0. Perfect. Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Freaking jerk. Ah, give me that. Perfect.
uh-oh. Oh, he's coming this way.
Try not to look at him directly.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to export this, sans the background. And so it's a transparent background. With Game Pass, it's $30 off. I've worked out why it's so cheap, $30 off with Game Pass. It's still on sale. That's, again, that's a lot of games and a lot of, but again, the thing that makes me nervous is it's digital. So it can be taken away, or like you could lose access to it, especially with what Nintendo just did with like their new terms of service. It's like, we can brick your system. That's not cool. So we got
Uh-oh. Oh, he's coming this way.
Try not to look at him.
directly export, video file, entire movie. We're going to call this Butch background. Butch background. Perfect. Export. Oh my God. What a pain. But so, end of the day, we now can create animations with mouth movement super fast. So, like, we will collab on with different artists to get them to create some artwork, and then we'll create mouth shapes and animations, dump them in here. And what we're trying to do is create a series of like little animatic shorts. Okay. This is not political. It is. This whole thing's political. But think of PragerU, right? Like, it's really dumb, really bad. It's all terrible. PragerU is just like shitty animation with shitty educational topics. We're trying to do the same thing, but for more progressive topics. And like, these are old people who are like watching some radicalized people come up into their coffee shop and how they handle them. So it's talking about etiquette, things that we used to do in society, just being normal people. So that's what this is about. This whole thing is about creating content. Yo, what's up? Scott Potter, Trippy87, all these people that joined. Thank you. We are 66% in. The reason this is choking. Yeah, PragerU. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, right? 100%. 100% laugh out loud. But that's the thing, right? Where we're working on a curriculum. While this is loading, let's see if I can get my Class Wars. This is what this started as. This project started as Class Wars. Class Wars. This is the Class Wars trailer, Class Wars pitch. But it's about Classroom Shaolin. Let's see if this is it. Will this even load? God dang it. All that media is offline. Hold on. No. Good. And it crashed. They do that often. Yes. Animate crashes on the regular. Neo, you're a good soul. Really, I don't believe in souls, but you know what I mean. I get you. And I'm just, dude, I've always, like, here's the thing. I continually get my heart broken by life. It's like life is just a heartbreaking engine. That's what it's for. Life is to crush the spirits of people. So again, all I want to do is help others, right? I want to be an ally for individuals. I'm a middle child. I come by this honestly, right? I have always been a moderator. So I'm like, oh, I see a problem or I see a discrepancy and I work to remedy it. And so like my whole crux is to help people. So again, we get into charity. I've generated millions of dollars for charity only to find out later that the charities that I was working for were also doing work with Raytheon. And you're like, I can't square that anymore. Like it's like watching charities be exploited by the wealthy because it's now just a PR play for wealthy folks. Like they'll only donate when it serves their need. The last deal I did was with the owner of the Portland Timbers who was involved with some sexual deviant behavior or whatever. He basically was being accused of like doing the behavior that our president does where he goes into a locker room and he's like, hey, I own this thing. I own the Miss America patch and I can do whatever I want. And basically just being a piece of shit. Well, Portland Timbers was looking to do some charity work with me. And I'm like, that's what I am. Not only am I working in marketing and PR, which is spawn of the devil. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Barry. Every fucking thing's a grift. And so I'm tired of it. So I'm like, I just want to do things that I'm helping people. So I started with TikTok, like amplifying, helping people I could, right? I've done that for developers. Heck, I was helping indie developers up. But then I realized that development, like the games industry, is an entire grift. Then I'm working in education. That's what I was looking for. Shaolin. I hate the way this searches. Hold on. Shaolin. Here we go. That's early. Hang on a sec. That's April 7th, April 5th. Where's the creative assets? Show and closing folder. Creative liberties. History. This is me doing a voiceover for this thing. Hang on a sec. Oh, is it not even showing up? Wait, what? Why is it showing that? Hold on. Should not be showing my face. It definitely should not be showing my face. There we go. I don't know what I was doing that for. So I did the voice for this. Bauer, you now. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's loud. This is an actual true story that happened to a teacher, K through 12. No joke.
Is this you? We don't need you woke liberal Antifa Satanists brainwashing our kids with race holes.
Okay, so this teacher had somebody come in who was far right, but he was like a substitute gym teacher, I believe. And he came in and he started threatening the teacher during COVID. Like he was in classroom at the start of COVID. Kids were at home and he was doing it. But this other teacher came in and started harassing him and threatening him. So I took some creative liberties with this one. So I said, please. Nobody. Oh my God.
I too have trained with the great master. My tiger style was passed down to me by legendary sensei Steven Seagal. Were you even listening to me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah. So anyways, it's basically,
I think a robot could do your job.
Yeah. So that's their state of war. But Class Wars is not that. That was a little animatic. Class Wars is an actual real what is it called? It's a real documentary. Let's see if I got classwars.love, and then I got to go classwars.love. It's another, again, this is, hold on. There we go. So take a look at classwars.love. This is what I'm working or have been working on for a little bit. That's Joseph. He's the director. Here's his daughter. You can buy a shirt to support the organization. I wouldn't do that right now. But again, this is, take a look at this. This is actively being worked on now. We're shopping it around, but it's a terrible time to do it. So we're having to look outside the country for people to help fund it. And so while that's going on, I figured I'd make some animations and work with some local creatives and helping their stuff out. So yeah, because instead of working for charity and trying to bring money to middle class, from funneling money from middle class people to upper class people, I'm like, you know what? Just make some animations. That hurts the fewest amount of people. Anyways, that was crazy. It's an hour and a half long. Barry, you stuck with me through the whole thing. If there's anything I can help you with, well, like, again, I've got a ton of notes. Shit, I could probably just show that too. Hang on a sec. This is going to be a working one. Give me a second. This is all Barry now. Everybody else can leave the class if you want. Working password. I don't need to do that. Hold on. Hold on. I got way too many windows open. Barry, I hope you're still there. Notes? No, it's Chrome. Hold on. It's Chrome. Notes. Yep, here we go. Here are my notes for Gremlins 2. And really interesting. Like, again, I love these projects, Neil. Let me know if I can do anything to help. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Barry. Like, just offering, just being, like, that's what I'm trying to do with you, too. Like, you're like, hey, can we collab? I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's figure out how it works. That's what I was doing with the ClassWars guys, too. It's like, I want to help them out. How can I help? And it's like, I can use, like, nothing in video games can help. But you're in education. You might be able to help provide some guidance. So right there, like, you can help me, which is not what you have. I want to help you too. So let's see how we can help you. But that's what I'm saying. Like, connective tissue. I didn't know you were in education at all. I just knew you created, by the way, everybody who's watching, check out Bankrupt Barry on YouTube. Incredible channel. Not enough kudos there. And I might be collabing on this Gremlins 2 thing, depending on where you're at. So here's what while I watched the movie, I just took some quick notes. But that's it. Dude, so Mein Kampf, right? The name of his book, the Mein Kampf, he says it. And it sounds like My Clamp is like My Clamp Industries, but it was Mein Kampf. It sounded just like it. So I'm going to have to go back and it was funny. Like, I'm like, how did I miss that? Right. And it was pretty quick, and it could have been, again, I do not know, but it sounded just like that when it was at the very beginning when they're going through the, I think when they're right before they go to the, like walkthrough where they're doing the tour in the front lobby. It's right before that. Like, and I was trying to freeze it on what the Clamp statue said. I couldn't even figure out what the Clamp statue said because my digital copy, which is HDX, looks like absolute garbage. Like, I don't know how I can't read text from a 35 millimeter film when they convert it to HD. I couldn't, there's text there. There's a joke there. I just couldn't see it. It wasn't clear enough. But during that exact scene is where that Mein Kampf came in. But that's where I was writing to you, where RoboCop 2, UHF, and this movie all came out within 18 months of each other. They all feel like they could be part of the same freaking universe. UHF, RoboCop 2, and Gremlins 2. Like, there was a vibe going around. I'll listen back to it. I think How I Took Manhattan. Right, but he's talking about, yes, But they show his book, and it's totally Trump. It's like that book. It's black and silver. They show it. Yeah. So you can get your copy in the lobby. It's $29.95. But it's the Trump book. That's what it is. But when he's talking about My Kampf Industries, it sounds like Mein Kampf. Like it sounds very much. And again, my quality for. I have a copy straight from freaking Voodoo or Fandango or whatever. Dude, it's like Verhoeven light. That's what I would call these. Like Verhoeven is super like biting comment, like satire. This is like Mad Magazine satire, like almost Looney Tunes. And again, it starts off with Warner Brothers. It's perfect. Like it seems more like cartoonish. Like, I guess that was a big... Yeah, definitely. There's just enough Ted Turner in him to make him seem human. Dude, very Ted Turner. That's it. That is seriously. That's how you can get away with talking about it on your channel, by the way. 100%. You're like, he's an amalgamation of a developer and a media mogul. So he is Trump and Ted Turner merged into one. Because Trump was the development and Ted Turner was the media empire. So yeah, you can get away if you're worried about political discourse. That's how you do it. Verhoeven light, yeah. So, oh, dude, here's the other thing I found. The red-haired girl, the boss. The red-haired girl, she was a trope. She's like Meg Ryan in Joe versus the Volcano. There's her red-headed person. Joe versus the Volcano, by the way, another movie. If you did it like Joe versus the Volcano, I would absolutely do a review of. I just watched that again last year. Freaking, I love that movie. I love Joe versus the Volcano. I made a short about it. I liked it back then. I like it even more now. Yeah, that's not even that. I can't even put a finger on that movie. That movie's just straight up camp fun. Camp fun. That's what I'm going to call that movie. It's freaking ridiculous. That movie's so, yeah. Have you done Joe versus the Volcano? I don't think you have. But it's right up Bankrupt Barry's alley. Anyways, red-haired girl trope. Yeah, 100%. Joe versus the Volcano, Gremlins 2. I'm very much on board for both of those. But there's a red-haired girl trope where she's like disconnected. Oh, dude. And again, they're making like proctology or like they're for the catheters or like rectal probes or something, but it's the shape of the lightning bolt. And it's totally built like Metropolis. That's so good. Like the intro to that is like a color version of Metropolis. Like he's wearing the 40s outfit. Yeah, I know Metropolis was done before that, but it's a riff on Metropolis, and that he's sick working in that office. And Meg Ryan plays, I think, 4 roles in that movie, right? She plays, I think. But like the movie still is good to this day. Like I'm not a big, huge. Oh yeah, Fritz Lang. That's exactly who did. Fritz Lang did. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like when I watched it, I may have been going to film school, like looking for those things, but that's very much Metropolis at the very beginning. It's like drudgery. They're going into the office. The only difference is color, but it's a slave job. It hasn't changed. And from 1920 or like whenever Metropolis came out, 1930 to 1980 something, whenever that movie came out, it hadn't changed. And it's the same from 1980 something to now. It's the same. It's all drudgery. It's all slavery. Yeah, I think you're right. I was trying to think of the other one. It was like, it wasn't Dial M for Murder. What are the Fritz Lang movies? Fritz Lang. M. I said Dial M for Murder. It's M. I don't know why. I was like, that's wrong. So 1927. I was pretty close. Metropolis came out in 1927, and Joe versus the Volcano came out in 1990. So that's 73 years. And from 1990 to today, that's 73 years. Oh yeah, and the 16-ton song. Yeah, like there's so much. But dude, here's where like the movie goes. The movie almost feels like, oh, dude, it's the Iliad, and the Odyssey. I did not even pick it up until I rewatched it again just last year. And in the beginning, he's at his desk and he has the Iliad, I think, there. But that is exactly what that is. He goes on a freaking journey and he comes back changed, right? It's like the hero's journey, right? It's 100% what it is. But it's reference. I did not even pick up that it was the Iliad because he is like, that's it. I'm going to die. I got a diagnosis. It's going to change. And the cameos, again, it's the guy from Airplane. Looks like I took the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. That guy is the person who funds the trip to Wapani Woo. And so he's the catalyst that sets him on his adventure. But the luggage salesperson, I loved that luggage salesperson scene when I was a teenager. I love it even more now that we're removed from it. He's so passionate about luggage. I miss that. I watch him like now with a sense of like awe. Of like, that is amazing. And you've got your driving Miss Daisy. I think, yeah, Lloyd Bridges. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, we got this special thing they only have in Waponi Woo. And they don't even know what it is. But I exchanged them a bunch of orange soda for all of the resources on the island. And it's like totally acceptable. It's like, I totally exploited this island. They don't know what they have. And he goes to the island and they're all wearing the orange soda stuff. But yeah, like there's tonal shifts throughout the movie that are like entirely different. And Meg Ryan plays characters throughout the film where it's like his coworker at the beginning that he dates or tries to date. Then it's a daughter, like twin daughters of the billionaire that sends him on his trip. It's freaking awesome. Just an absolutely, that's a fun ride. If you have not watched it in a while, you are going to love it, rewatching it, because it's really good. Very quickly, though, I was just talking about the freaking girl from the red-haired girl, right? I need to figure out what this is. I don't know if it's a, oh, you old poop. What is her name? I must have forgotten the whole. Yeah, when you watch it, because you were kind of unaware. She plays 3 different roles. She looked different in all 3. She has brown hair, blonde hair, red hair. Like, what? Katharine Hepburn. Good Lord. Katharine Hepburn was that newsy style, like smart, sassy girl who then became like the Faye Dunaway in like Network. Like it was the evolution of the smart, sassy, very like driven woman. Yeah. Again, she fits into that. The girl from Ghostbusters, who I had a crush on for a while. What the heck was her? Yeah, but she was on Designing Women or whatever. Yeah, that was a kind of a trope where you had this like smart, sassy, like driven girl, but she was in Big as well. Big, the movie Big with Tom Hanks, had a red-haired girl, and I can't believe her. I can't think of her name too. But yeah, she was just in Weeds. Like that's 15 years old now at this point. But she was. Anyways, there was that trope, and the girl in this movie I always mistook for. In Gremlins or in Joe versus the Volcano. Joe versus the Volcano, I think her accent was more like L.A. The red-haired girl was L.A. And in Network, it was more New York. And in Big, it was just Midwest, like the accent. So here's the thing. I made a note of that red-haired girl stereotype from Big. Like, I do not know what this red-haired girl is. And Jessica Rabbit, very similar. But I was like, she also, her jewelry is so freaking good. If you missed it, it's like she has a huge, like almost like a Phantom of the Opera like plate for like a choker, like a necklace. It's enormous, and it's just like something you would find like at the museum company. You're like, what is she wearing? That is not at all comfortable. Like she's all put together, but her jewelry is just like like grotesque. Again, something that would be appealing to Trump, right? Big gold, gaudy, freaking fashion. So like it's the subtleties. So hang on a sec. Grandpa John Aston, the fact that he used John Aston for a janitor, unreal. And small scene. I figured he would have been played a bigger part. Nope. I think the director was just like super excited to work with these folks. Gene splicing, Julia Sweeney's in that movie. Christopher Lee, who is Dr. Catheter, another Catheter set of jokes. Freaking hilarious. Feels like Spy Kids, especially when they're going through and Spy Kids I know is much later. But Spy Kids had the, Zach Galligan is on record claiming that's her natural hair color. Not sure what the details. That's crazy because it was super vivid red. Like that, I was like saying, like, who dyes their hair that? It's super bright. But in Spy Kids, that scene that has Mike Judge. Mike Judge is in Spy Kids for just a cameo. And Mike Judge is in the lab when they're talking about the spies, the parents who are spies. They met in a lab together. Mike Judge is there and he's talking about like, you're going to want to tighten that brain up. In Gremlins 2, it's the same scene. They're like walking through with a cow and a giant brain, like walking right through it. It reeked of like, I wonder if the people from Spy Kids, like, this is hilarious. Like, it seems very similar at the lab. Massive Tech, Nothing Works. Oh, people who produce. Again, that was a big, they like people who produce. Billy is Sick. Again, very much, oh God, the ties in now with Joe versus the Volcano. I didn't even put this together until just now. But Billy has a ton of he's sick too. Everybody is sick in like working in an office. In the 80s, like they knew it was not conducive to good health. Joe versus the Volcano is killing him. And here he's got all of the medicines at his desk. Like Billy is not happy. He's not doing well. Way more Looney Tunesy than the first. The Canadian themed restaurant, Jesus. I laughed 3 or 4 times when I would hear Gordon Lightfoot in there, and then you have the head of the ram at the desk or whatever the heck it is. There's an animal that is in between two of them, taking up a third of the screen. Like, who has this? Dude, there are so many little like nuggets in it. I'm going to go back through this again because even like that restaurant was reused later in the movie. It's the same exact scene, same exact camera setup, but it's when the gremlins run amok in Clamp Towers. When the gremlins run amok in Clamp Towers, Dick Butkus, he has a cameo. He's eating moose. Would you like to? And that scene starts off with like, "Oh, you going to be dining with us tonight, eh?" Like they throw in the A at the beginning. It's like such stereotypes of Canada. Dude, the Dick Butkus, it's shot in the same way as the Canadian themed restaurant. But Dick Butkus gets attacked by Dick Butkus, ex-football player, like a big freaking man. I think did he play Moose? No, he didn't play Moose in Blazing Saddles, did he? Yeah, so anyways, here's the deal. Dick Butkus, ex-football player, gets attacked by a gremlin at the salad bar. Dude, the layer on that is so... Like, nobody knows watching this now who Dick Butkus is. No one's going to care. But the fact that he was eating at a salad bar, like the softest thing, because that hasn't changed. Like, man eating salad? The salad is a sneeze guard? We're softening up America. A football player getting attacked by a gremlin and being taken down by a gremlin at a salad bar is just like layers of freaking funny to me. Yeah, and then you have like New York City is a freaking crap hole because they had the trash strike going on. It may have been underway or about to go underway, but there was a trash strike going on in New York City. And you have this like, it's a crap hole. Like there's garbage everywhere. Like you have massive technology. Look how clean our tower is. Look how beautiful our, like this new building is that doesn't, nothing works. And then the street is just full of trash cans. Dean Norris, Raymond Cruz. Oh no, wait a minute. I think I saw Raymond. Wait, I think I saw Raymond Cruz. I have to take a look at those guys. I don't know if I remember those. Oh, and again, I know Gremlins was produced by, Gremlins was not shot by Steven Spielberg, was it? I know Gremlins 2 was produced by Steven Spielberg, but it has the total Steven Spielberg like MO, which is get your entire budget paid for by advertisers. The advertising alone they had in there. I was trying to write them all down, but it's like, it was just coming too fast. Like when they went through New York City, this was funny. They went through New York City and they had this big Phantom of the Opera. Dean Norris plays the cop with the shotgun. Oh, shoot. All right, I'm going to take a look. Oh, I had no idea. That's freaking hilarious. So, Spencer's Gift, Mr. Donut, whatever. But in New York City, they had a Phantom of the Opera. And I'm like, oh my God, Phantom of the Opera. Like, that's real dated. Well, it must have been super hot in New York at that time. Like, a very big, because they, like, 2 or 3 times make a callback of Gremlins dressed as oh, really? They were totally tight. That's crazy. That's very cool, though. And, dude, why were there, like, I know this is just goofball, screwball comedy, but why were there mimes coming out of the police van? When they arrest Billy and he's down at the station, he's leaving the station. They start with a shot of a police van emptying out a bunch of mimes. I'm like, what? And they're miming as they're coming out of the police van. I'm like, what is happening? Like, why would you do that? You had to dress up a half dozen people in mime outfits for this one gag. It almost felt like something you'd see in Top Secret or Airplane. It was just so bizarre. I thought it was like, I don't know if it was laugh, but it was, what is happening in this freaking movie? Security guard stand up for commentary. People, breaking the third wall or fourth wall. Like the first movie got a lot of commentary, but the second one, they were calling it out in the movie. Yeah, dude, I don't understand the mime thing either. But did you catch the guys in the lab when they're like going, well, like no food after midnight? Well, how does that work? Like the time zones or whatever. The lab technicians were the stand-in for the critiques made by the general audience or by critics. And they were getting attacked. They basically, the person putting this together went after the people who wrote negative shit about Gremlins. I'm like, that is so freaking awesome. To have that much fun with your movie where you're just like, I'll attack the people. I'll attack the stupid ideas. Like, they're freaking gremlins. Who cares? It's like, well, what time do they eat? Just kill them. It's so good. So they had a bunch of stand-ins for breaking the fourth wall there. I thought it was great. Again, the whole scene in the movie theater where they broke the fourth wall is awesome. Yeah, dude, freaking so good. Bill's name. Oh, dude. This was the funniest part in the whole movie for me, and I think I shared this with you on Discord, but yeah, when he's about to be ground to death, Clamp he gets the gremlin, he throws him in the paper shredder, and the gremlin grabs his tie and he pulls him in, and he's like, oh my God, and he's like out of his mind. Yeah, 100%, dude. That's it. Like, Clamp is so Trump. The Hulk Hogan is perfect. So much. They're very much like absolutely 80s personalities, but now they're still tethered together. But man alive, when after Clamp throws him in, he goes through this horrible like event where he realizes gremlins are real. He nearly was pulled into a paper shredder, like an industrial size one that would have ground him up. Bill, the guy he met in the office once, never seen him before, like has no connections to any of his workers. Bill runs in right after that, and Clamp goes, Bill, like to meet, like to introduce him. Like, to me, that was the funniest thing, that he had just gone through the most awful, horrific, tragic of like almost dying. And then this guy who he met once comes into the office and he's like, Bill, like really excited to meet him. Like, I remember you. Like, so perfect. Like, corporations putting on a face. Like, I just felt so on brand for Clamp. I loved that. And again, the movie's full of those like little gems. They had the Wilhelm scream in there, of course. Oh, and then they pull the fire alarm. One of my favorite things. They pull the fire alarm, and it doesn't send a fire alarm. It goes, fire, the untamed element. It's like a freaking narration of fire, like a fire alarm. What a fire! Like, it's like a museum. When you pull the fire alarm, it goes into this like long spiel. There's so much good stuff in here. Again, I got a bunch of notes here. These are just thoughts, but again, if you want to kind of go through this, I'm more than happy to. I've done all the talking here, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. John Glover was so freaking great in these movies too. Oh my God. So good. Oh, dude, there's so much. This is a complete failure of management. That was another great line out of it. So, people who produce line, and this is a complete failure of management, are just two of the funniest freaking lines. Enact the age-old human drama in yes. God damn, that freaking fire alarm is so funny. And then, dude, when I was younger and I first saw it, this was one of my favorite jokes in the whole movie. They just get away from the thing. It's the spider gremlin, but it's the thing. Like, that's what they show when he drinks the spider making juice and he turns into a spider. But the way they show it is exactly how they did it for the thing, when the head falls off the table and the legs come out of it, and you're like, oh my God, you've got to be effing kidding me. It's an homage to the thing. The two ladies are caught up in the spider web. They get caught up by that gremlin. Gizmo. Good Lord. Gizmo Rambos them to death. He's on fire. They get pulled out. It all happens. Like, they are about to be eaten by a giant spider gremlin. The gremlin catches on fire. They are rescued at the last minute. And then they say, like the dad who's in the conspiracy dad says something like, hey, Clax, things are going great. It's always great to see that little mouse head in there. We're talking about Gremlins 2. We're about to wrap things up. But Gremlins 2, we're just talking about a scene where girls were traumatized by the spider gremlin, and they get out of it there by the skin of their teeth. And the conspiracy dad says something about like, we'll have them out of here, or remember what Abraham Lincoln said, or something about Abraham Lincoln. And the girl who's just in a traumatic incident has an aside where she goes, don't mention Lincoln. It's one of the most traumatic parts of my life. It's like she's having a PTSD flashback. After this horrifying incident that happens, she has a PTSD flashback to something that happened on Lincoln's birthday. And she goes into it. She's like, there was a guy wearing he looked just like Abraham Lincoln. And then they're like, we got to go. Like, she went through a traumatic incident, has a flashback of another incident, and then totally Lincoln's birthday. Am I missing something? Or is that the funniest? Like, why is that in there? It's so good. They're like, we got to get out of here. No, we're going to make a joke about Lincoln's birthday. It's a freaking great joke. And it made me laugh again. Like, I completely forgot it. It made me laugh when I first watched it a ton. It was like one of my favorite lines in the whole movie of like, what is going on? She's had a traumatic Lincoln's birthday experience. And when I caught it again, it completely caught me off guard because I'm like, oh my God, it's one of my favorite parts of this whole freaking movie. You just like, what the heck is, Anyways, and the word avuncular. I learned what avuncular means. It's. Oh my God. Okay, got it. So she's like, they're just referencing that she's got like this closet of traumatic events. Oh my God. Sunsoft music. Good Lord. I think Sunsoft also made the Three Stooges games. I don't know if they had a tie-in with the IPs from Hollywood, but that's crazy. You know what? I'm going to have to go watch. So here's the deal. I'm going to rewatch Gremlins. Bankrupt Barry is a creator on YouTube. Clax, if you don't remember, but he he does movie reviews. Yeah, avuncular is uncle-like. And that's what he was talking about. Dude, that's a freaking great joke too. Dude, oh my God. I couldn't believe how on the nose it was that this vampire, it's like, he's like, I really wanted to be a newsman, but I became a vampire instead. Like, it's a commentary on like the news of that era. Like, oh, these people are just like, they're bloodsuckers. They just want to hit them when they're like, what was that Dirty Laundry song? It's like, they just freaking want to get their dirty laundry on the news. They're a bunch of freaking vampires, like the news vampires. Like, they just go after human misery. And the freaking vampire becomes like the newscaster. I'm like, dude, that's so freaking good. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, of course, he's the uncle from freaking, is it the Munsters? It's not, yeah, because Uncle Fester was the uncle on the Addams Family. Good Lord. Dude, it's so freaking good. It's like the uncle joke and the fact that the vampire became the new news host is, again, layers. And Christopher Lee played Dracula. And dude, he played Dracula. And when the bat, like they made a Batman joke with the bat gremlin, and Christopher Lee had a freaking flash, but like when he saw the thing turn into a bat because of his history, like there's too much. There's too much. Like it just keeps, like the more it's like a never ending tube of toothpaste where you just keep squeezing. You're like, I got another day out of this. I got another day. Hello, Freckles. It's so flippin' good. It's so unbelievably good. And I'm glad, again, if we start doing something with this, I don't know what you need from me, but I'm more than happy to provide. You know, I can talk about it all day. Not really well, but all right. I'm going to go finish up this lip sync. You'll see how quickly these come out when you start doing, dude, this is sibling porno. Okay. So let me explain. Sibling porno, is, from the video I just made. Hang on a sec. Just bear with me for a second. I gotta clear my name. Sibling porno is from this. The alien is talking about, when the alien is talking about all of our needs being met. Hold on. I gotta find out where that is. Come on. Talk about, okay, that's the cicada. All right. There it is. So he's talking about science. Oh, sorry. You can't see it. Let's zoom out. He's talking about science and having all of our needs met. He's like, what does he say?
Quite capable of guiding them into a new age where hunger and disease is completely eradicated.
So hunger and disease is completely eradicated.
All of their corporeal needs are met.
All of their corporeal needs are met. And so I just had a guy carrying sibling porno, because that's a corporeal, I guess would be considered a corporeal need. Just like humans have shown like they're at the end of their tether. They have done as much as they can, and they've gone as far as science and technology can take them. That's why he has an entire box of sibling porno. This may not be approved. This might not get through, but I figured it was worth having on that box. So this will probably go up today. No, this will go up tomorrow. It has to go up. It'll go up tomorrow morning. But I just exported this one. I exported it right when we were doing the freaking show. So anyways, let's see. Now we're talking. Bankrupt, I'll join you back over on Discord later, but thank you all for joining. Great to see you again. Clax, and I don't even know if we've got... no, I know that freaking Sonic isn't here. I think Ark left us after the Xbox conversation. But Thank you all for joining. I will see you all in the next one. 2 hours is long enough. I'll see you guys. The algorithm figured us out. It was step porn all along. It's true. Simulation's over. Once you discover that, they're like, that was the secret answer. The secret answer was stepsister, stepbrother pornography. It is. It's the worst Pee-wee's Playhouse ever. Hey, thanks, Barry. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to talking more movie stuff with you. But again, let me know what you need, and if you want to pass script back and forth or whatever. I have no idea how you envision this, or if you, because you got a really good flow going. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. Looking really good. See you next time too, Clax. Greatly appreciate it. All right, check you guys in a bit. Bye.